A projectile is launched at 37 degrees above the horizontal with a speed of 50 meters per second. The three questions that are being asked is how far does it go, how high, and what is the speed before it hits the ground. So first thing you need to do is draw a diagram. It says the speed was going 50 meters per second. We need to find the two components. To find this component, you need to do the speed times the cosine of the angle that was given, which was 37 degrees. And to find the horizontal one, you need to do the speed and the sine of the angle that was given. So then if we do this, you do 50 sine 37 equals horizontal and 50 cosine 37 equals vertical. And then if you plug that in for the vertical, so the initial V equals 30.1, and then for horizontal, V equals 39.9. So then now the other variables we need to find is velocity final, acceleration, the time, and the distance or the height. So we know that the acceleration due to gravity is negative 9.8. So one equation that we can write is velocity final equals velocity initial plus acceleration times time to find t. So if we rearrange it, we can just do 0, since velocity final is 0, equals, we had 30.1 for the initial, plus negative 9.8 times the time. So if we did all that, the time would equal 3.07, and that is at this moment right here, which is half of the projectile. So then we just do 3.07 plus 3.07 to find the full time, and the answer for number 1 is the projectile will be in the air for 6.14 seconds. Okay, so after this, you have to find the distance of the vertical. Since we found, so for vertical, we found the initial, which was 30.1. The final was 0. The acceleration was negative 9.8. And then the time was 6.14. So to find the distance, we have to do, the time was actually 3.07. And to find the distance, which is basically the height, because the distance of the vertical is the height in the sketch. So to do that, we can use this equation, which is d equals velocity initial times time plus 1/2 acceleration times time squared. And if you plug everything in, you just do 30.1 times 3.07 plus 1/2 negative 9.8 times 307 again squared, and then you get D equals 46.2 meters. At this moment, we have found 2 of the 4 questions that were asked. So for the next one, we can find how far does it go, which is the horizontal distance. So for the horizontal distance, the velocity was 39.9. Distance we didn't know, but we found the time, which was 6.14. So to find the distance, we know that velocity equals distance over time. So we can just do 39.9 equals the distance over 6.14. You get 245 meters for how long it was. So for the last one, it was asking what was the speed before it hits the ground, which was easy since it started at the ground and the speed was 50 meters per second. So the initial is equal to the final. So then for the last question, the answer would be 50 meters per second.